I know you've been looking for the side hustles to at least supplement that income that you're getting. But guess what? There are some side hustles are actually horrible. You're not supposed to go ahead and start them, okay? And on this video, I'm gonna share with you 5 of them. What do I mean? Like 5 side hustles that actually fails all the times. And at the end of the day, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I've lost my money, I've done this. No, no, no. Before you do exactly that, watch this video to the end so that you understand what are these side hustles so that you don't fall trap and be a victim of the occasion, because nowadays, whew, it's a bit tough. Let's get into the business. But before we do that, allow me to tell you this. By the way, this information I'm sharing with you for free. I'm not charging you anything, all right? The only favor that I want from you is to like this video, and it doesn't cost you anything, and also subscribe to this channel, because I usually post this kind of videos and other about investments and anything related to that each and every day. So consider subscribing to this channel and liking this video. Let's get into the business. All right, now the point number 1, or the side hustle number 1, which is very popular, and I know right now you're watching this video, probably there's somebody who has inboxed you or will inbox you, or you have ever been inboxed with this kind of a thing. And the first one is called MLM. MLM. Probably you've never heard of what is MLM. MLM simply means multi-level marketing. Okay, this multi-level marketing simply in other terms means pyramidal scheme. Pyramidal scheme. Okay, and what exactly are these? Again, perhaps I maybe have lost you, but what does it exactly mean? What I mean is an MLM or a pyramidal scheme is sort of like this one. Okay, you find like there's something like somebody recruits you or somebody texts you in a WhatsApp and tells you, hey, guess what? I do things to do with marketing. You don't have to be you can be anybody, a graduate, you have never graduated, you have never done it. Literally, they tell you anybody can get into this. And this kind of an investment is whereby you find, or you're considered as a side hustle, is whereby you find like somebody is telling you, hey, guess what? There is a certain table drawn somewhere. If you invest 10,000, you'll be getting 300 each and every day. If you invest 20,000, you'll be getting 600 each and every day. If you invest a certain amount of money, you'll be getting this amount of money. So you feel like, wow, this can actually be a side hustle. Actually, I usually get a lot of DMs. Guys are asking me, Joseph, can you consider is this one legit? Is this one real? Is this one this? Now I'm gonna give you this information from today henceforth. Don't ask that question, because you're gonna get the true information for you to identify an MLM. An MLM, in most cases, you find it's a multi-level marketing, whereby you find they tell you the certificate, they send you the certificates of their corporation, they tell you it's a registered business, you invest this amount of money, then you'll be getting this amount of money each and every day. So it's like the more you invest, the more you usually get. Guess what? This money that you send them, there is nowhere they invest. They're just some guy seated somewhere making money out of you. And let me tell you what they do, because sometimes I actually get a very tough time explaining to people. And you find somebody has invested the 10,000, and then the first day you get your 300, the second day you get your 300, and then you feel like, wow, this one is legit. And whenever they approach me, I tell them, you're gonna lose your money. They tell you, no, they paid me their last day. So they end up recruiting even their friends. Guess what? Join into this thing, join into this thing. And the moment those guys joins, they go under you. So they say it's a binary. You are here at the top, and then there is an individual whom you join them at your left, and the other one join you at what? At your right. At that particular moment, you realize that, hey, this one joins with 10K, and this one joins with 10K, and you here, you joined with the 10K, and because you are also still under somebody else. So what happens is, like, out of their 10K that they have joined, 2K you are given on this side and 2K you are given on the other side. Okay, so that's why you find there is, in real sense, there is nowhere they're investing this money. It's not like you investing in money market fund, where they take that money and go invest in areas like treasury bills, treasury bonds, and what have you, or rates. They don't invest anywhere. They just take the money, they they kind of give you some a little bit, and again you feel like, hey, something is progressing. But the reality is, if you invest your 10K, they give you the first 300, they give you the second 300. The fact remains, maybe they can give you like 4 times or 5 times. But if you were to multiply 300 times 5, that's like 1500. All right, the fact is, they will never give you a money that is equivalent to the 10K that you invested initially. And that's why you find somebody approaching me and telling you, hey, I'm seeing my friends are making money. Wait until there's nowhere they will ever make this amount of money that is equivalent to the amount of money that they invested. Or an occasion where this can actually happen is when they get into this multi-level marketing when it is starting, whereby you find this guy can actually benefit, but most of the people tend to lose, because this thing now tends to become big, because this is now what happens. Another one, now this is now what happens. You find there's another one. You know why we call it pyramid scheme? Because of this kind of a things, okay? Because this kind of a thing. So it goes expanding like this. So you find there is a lot of people at the bottom here, only few people are benefiting on top there. And by the time you realize you have a lot of people to pay down here, then what does it happen? It collapses. Okay, now that's what we call multi-level marketing. Or in other words, this is what we call the pyramidal scheme, because that structure, if we were to draw, if we were to continue drawing, you realize that it's actually growing big and growing big. So you actually realize that you're having a lot of people at the bottom there that you ought to pay them. But don't forget this, that amount of money that you're actually subscribing to, it is not invested, therefore it is not generating current, sort of an income or something of sort. So multi-level marketing, that is one of the worst area where you can actually get into as far as these side hustles are concerned. Now, the question is, have you ever been approached with this kind of guys? Personally, I've been approached by, like, I don't know, a lot of guys, all the way since I was in campus until I finished. Still today, some of them even text me, some even ask me to, do some collaborations or some of them, but I tell them, hey, my integrity does not allow me to actually advertise those kind of business, because at the end of the day, that is scamming. All right, let's go to the next one. And the next one is none other than, this is the most popular one, and I know you already know it, okay? And this one is actually called gambling. This is actually a side hustle that will never work. It will never work. Remember, there's something that I always share with you, and I'm gonna remind you, and I'm gonna be telling you again and again and again and again. That's why I told you it's good to subscribe to this channel, because I'll be sharing with you, or I always share with you, some of the best videos here about investments. Okay, now the point is this: gambling, you see what you're doing in real sense. For you to become wealthy, it is two things. Number one, you have to have what we call the hard work. You have to incorporate hard work, and number two, you have to have something called a what? You have to have what we call a luck at the same time. So at this particular point, you have no control of the luck, but you can control how hard work or how hard you work. Now, when it comes to gambling, you're trying to do away with the hard work or the process, because hard work comes with time. You have to dedicate your time. Hard work, when it comes to this kind of success, hard work, time must be engaged there. Also working hard and all those kind of things. But when it comes to luck, you can't control. So when you're getting yourself into gambling, what you're trying to do is to twist. You are trying to twist the process of getting rich and trying to consider yourself lucky so that you invest. That's why you bet, or you gamble with like 49 shillings, 50 shillings, 200 shillings, and then they tell you the possible, that's why they call it possible win. It's like 230,000, something of sort. So the point is this one will never sustain your income. This thing is never do that, what we call, it will never fill that basket of side hustle. That's for a fact. So if you ask me, I would prefer you brother put this money into shares, into stocks, into index, into rates, into treasury bills, into treasury bonds, into circles, into common businesses, and all those kind of areas. Okay, or also you can invest into education, learning a new skill that you can be able to scale it up or scale down, so that at least you can earn more. So the point is this: gambling will never actually make anyone rich out there. Am I making any sense up to that particular point? So that's it. Let me not spend a lot of time on this one. But anyway, a lot of people are actually getting into this. But now let's go to the third one. The third one here on this level, actually, I'm pretty sure you have ever been approached by some guys who are doing this thing, and you always ask yourself, what is this? Now, this one is about watching videos to actually be paid. Have you ever been approached by some guys and telling you that, hey, guess what? This link of ours or this website of ours, you actually paid to watch videos. Sometimes they even dare tell you, you get those WhatsApp views. I don't know, you post something on your WhatsApp status, and then when views pay, and when people view you at that product that you have posted there, each view, I don't know, they pay you 10 shillings or something of sort. That's something that has never worked. It can't work. Nobody pays you. I mean, who is there on your status WhatsApp to actually? Sometimes, you see, you need to think and ask yourself like this. Okay, fine. They have told me like I need to be watching these videos, or rather post those contents on my WhatsApp, and then when people watch those posts of mine, and then I get paid. Now the question is this: you are the only person who can access how many people have actually watched that thing that you did post on your WhatsApp. Now the question is this: they tell you, oh, I'll be paying this amount. There's nothing like that. And there's what they tell you is that if they give you one post to post, or to post on your status, then you'll be making this an X amount of money. So if you want to be given more posts to post on your startup WhatsApp or status, subscribe with this amount of money. those are lies. Those are things that we call side hustles that will never work. Those are side hustles that you cannot be able even to sustain yourself. And if you ask me, I will tell you, whenever you hear somebody telling you, hey, come out here, subscribe to this WhatsApp or our website of ours. We'll be giving you things to post on your status, watching videos on YouTube, watching videos on TikTok and what have you, and then we'll be paying you. And just forget about that. That is unsustainable. What? That's as unsustainable side hustles. You see, side hustles, my dear friends, brothers and sisters, side hustles are real things that you actually not only, you either put your effort or you put your money. Two things. That's what happens in life. You either put your effort or put your money. There is no any other shortcut when it comes to you making some side hustles out there. And let me tell you one secret. Don't fall into these get rich quick schemes and what have you, because you're going to get yourself into lots of problems. Okay, so it's good to make sure that you stick to the process, stick to that procedure that actually makes you money in a legit way, because otherwise, if you continue with this kind of a character, you're gonna get yourself into lots of problems. All right, how about we go to the fourth one? All right, I don't want to waste most of your time. Let's go to the fourth one. And the fourth one, this is quite a popular one. It's always about, getting things into called the crypto mining. I've been approached by some guys telling you we're gonna be mining new crypto. I don't know. We have some bots. You can buy some bots, and then those bots will be mining new crypto. And then this bot is the capability of mining you even 40,000 a day, 30,000 a day. And then if you invest 100,000 on this bot, then this bot is capable of making you like 7,000 in a day, 6,000 in a day. Some others don't even have manners. They tell you, hey, guess what? Go ahead and invest, $300, and we can double your amount of money in 24 hours. Because this bot, it's an amazing bot. It can actually, bro, the reason as to why you're even listening that guy is because you are greedy. If you understand the procedure of the finances, the economies, and the money, the reality and the fact is this: that does not make any sense. And the point that you're still there listening, entertaining that guy on your inbox, them selling all those kind of things and what have you, you actually are doing the worst mistake of your life out there. So be very careful. These things does not work. But I'm not saying that crypto is not real. Crypto is very real. It's only that a lot of fake people are actually hovering around this crypto mining industry and what have you. The real way I usually advise people, if you have to get into crypto, buy that buy that Bitcoin, buy that Ethereum, buy that crypto that is out there. Hold it. Keep it by yourself. When it's appreciated, you can resell it at a profit. You get your what we call the capital gain. That's the real way of actually going ahead and investing in this crypto mining. But this issue of people are conniving in between this crypto industry and telling you can be earning each and every day. Oh, this is, forget about that. Forget about that nonsense. If you want to get into crypto, and of which I hardly advise things to do with crypto. But if you have to, okay, then you'd rather buy that Bitcoin or if you have the capability, or if you have some money that you can spare. But of course, don't buy with the only dear money and get into this, and just hold your crypto and stay with it. And that's how you actually can be able to make money. But when it comes to crypto mining, I don't know bots, I don't know robots, I don't know, buy this bot, you're gonna make you this kind of a thing. Be very careful, because at that particular point, you're gonna not only not make money, but at the same time, you're likely to lose money. So don't consider this as a side hustle for your case, okay? Consider this one as a risk industry whenever you want to get yourself into. It's an area where majority of the people, I'm not saying it is bad, it's amazing way, but I'm not saying that it cannot really work. But what I'm saying is that be very careful whoever is talking to and whatever they are promising you. Otherwise, you can get yourself into lots of problems when it comes to these crypto kind of things. All right. So guys, make sure that this actually, a lot of people are being approached by this kind of a thing. And I made some videos, and they actually, you see, whenever they come into a market with a new name, they con people. By the time you realize, they disappear out of the market, and again they come again with another different name, different platform, as what have you. So understand them, the foundational understanding of them. So from that point, you cannot actually get yourself conned and something of sort. All right. So how about we continue with the last one, but not the least. And the last one, this is like everything containing this side hustle thing. Anything, or let's say any other we call it any other unsustainable, or any other things that is not substantiated. You see, something that cannot be verified, something is actually being sold on this basis, can make you money very fast. it's actually violating the rule of time. It's actually violating the rule of investment, the rule of engagement, the rule of discipline, the rule of sacrifice, and all those kind of things. If you're being sold such kind of a thing, it is quick, it is fast, it is easy, it is easy, anyone can do so. Whenever something is being wrapped with that kind of a language, it is easy, it is simple, anyone can do so immediately, as fast as you can, in 2 days, in 1 day. Whenever you hear something being wrapped in that kind of a knowledge, in that kind of understanding, be very careful. Otherwise, you are likely to fall into a trap of being a victim of the occasion. That is exactly what I can advise you guys. So those are just 5 worst. I think that's what I should have said. Those are the 5 worst side hustles you can get yourself into, and be very careful, guys. Okay, so the point is this: stick to this channel. Maybe it's your first time watching me. I am Joseph. Talk about money, talk about investment, anything related to that. So if you don't want to miss any of my good videos, consider subscribing to this channel. Comment down below. Tell me, hey, have you ever gotten yourself in such a situation? Again, don't forget, I do have myself about booklets about real investments, things to do with stocks, things to do with money market fund, treasury bills, treasury bonds, and all those kind of things. So if you want to get any copy, it's only 280 Kenyan shillings. For now, it's a goodbye, and see you in the next one.